Let's talk about weapons. We just got a teaser. We also just got a live stream, which we're going to discuss the live stream in another video tomorrow with some of the other marketing that has been happening as of late. But we are definitely entering into the weapons era on this channel. But this is coming out until August, so we're going to try to go a little bit slow, talk about the trailer and all that. And maybe in July, that's when we're going to ramp it up for sure. We've already done several videos talking about weapons if you want to go check those out. And you know when weapons comes out, we're going to go crazy with it. But very excited for Zach Cregger's new film. Really love Barbarian, and I'm excited to see what he is going to be doing here with weapons. And I'll tell you this right now, spoilers in the comments for sure. As you know or may not know, the story and everything about this film Weapons has already been kind of leaked out there. So if you don't want spoilers, be very careful in the comments or any video you watch about weapons, whether it's mine or not. I've seen them floating around, so be careful with that. This trailer here starts off with Julia Garner's character, who is a teacher, being questioned at a sort of PTA meeting of sorts that they're having, where these kids, these 17 kids in her classroom have gone missing, and everybody is wondering, why is it only her classroom? Why only our kids? We do see that there is a $50,000 reward for these kids as well as for anybody that can find them. We also see that the school is sort of trying to keep it together and be banded together in order to try and find these kids. We see the Made Book Strong ad right here, and I think this film is really going to dive into some very deep and I think sensitive topics as well, which I will talk about in another video. I don't want to talk about it here, more of that and more spoilers and things like that. But we do see that Josh Brolin's character, who is a father here, is the most outspoken, wants the answers, wants to know why is it only her classroom where this happened. We see that Julia Garner's character is also very much so, I would say, trying to also understand why this happened only in her classroom. And throughout the trailer, we see that she might just very well go into an investigation herself to figure out what is happening here. We see some of the kids running, some of the ring footage and all that being intersected together, which I think was always the most fascinating aspect of it. Now, one of the interesting things from this trailer right here, where it sort of deviates from what we've seen already, is we see one of the kids here. We see that there is like some salt sort of barrier here, and we know it's salt barriers. We've seen Supernatural just recently bring her back. That is sort of used to contain something. And once the kid steps forward, on the other side is two adults, which I don't know are either his older siblings or his parents, looking menacingly. And that's not going to be the last adults that look menacingly, because right after that we see somebody running, and it is none other than Benedict Wong's character, who is the principal, looking very insane. I don't know if his face has been lifted off. His eyes are bulging and he's running after somebody, looking for someone as well. More ring footage as well, as you can see, and Josh Brolin and Julia Garner going on their own, like it seems, investigations of where these kids are. And we see Julia looking into a house that's covered with newspapers, and we've seen this house already in the previous trailers. You can see right here some shots from that, and there's somebody there that looks very sickly. We don't know what's going on, right? And we start to really get into the weirdest imagery yet we've seen for this movie, including these images, as you can see right here. Somebody stabbing themselves with a fork for some reason, which kind of ties into what we saw in the live stream as well, where there was these two people in the catatonic state, and we'll talk more about that in another video with theories later this week. We get this very eerie image of somebody breaking through a door with their head, and people seem to be in a trance for some reason throughout this whole trailer here. And finally, it ends with a montage of even more creepy and weird like shots. This bell is very much so a big thing about the movie. We've seen it in the other trailer as well. This could be what sort of gets people in and out of this catatonic state that they're in. And of course, this very creepy imagery of Benedict Wong as well as Josh Brolin, who I think is being held down here by Benedict Wong. And also here, as you can see, the black goo from Benedict Wong as well. And you know, we're in it and we are excited to see what the hell this movie's even gonna be. Like I said before, be wary of these spoilers in the comments down below, because people like to spoil things. I saw it 28 years later earlier this week, so just be careful with that. But I'm very excited for this movie. A lot of it just looks like it is going to be insane. Zach Cregger opened up right before the trailer dropped today, saying it's even crazier and more epic than Barbarian. They are sort of saying that this is a multi-story film, so you're going to see the different perspectives of different characters, and it's all going to culminate by the end into this grand finale of sorts that I'm pretty sure is going to be nothing short of unsettling. So super hyped, super excited for it, cannot wait. This latest teaser is just enough. I'm very scared as well at the same time that they might pull a a companion where they sort of come out and throw a left curveball out here saying, oh, but this is the big twist in the movie. Like, I hope they don't do that, but maybe they've learned their lesson from Companion, because there was a lot of backlash about that, whereas Companion was sort of more like this mystery of what exactly is going on, and then in the trailer and the marketing leading up to the movie, they were like, this is the big twist, there you go. And I thought that that was just something that really watered it down. I still enjoyed the movie a lot. It was out earlier this year, but I still think that they could have done a better job at like presenting that twist of sorts, but that's just me. Anyways, let me know what you think about the Weapons trailer that we just got today. We've already talked about theories and all of that in another video if you want to go check that out, but I do have some more theories that I want to discuss with y'all in a video that I will be doing with some of the marketing and also the live stream that happened today. Later this week, we also got another video on 28 Years Later coming out today about the Alpha and the Slolos and all of the new infected that we have as well. Stay tuned for that video, but we also did do an ending explained and a Jimmy video explained if you want to check that out as well if you enjoyed 28 Years Later. And I still haven't gotten my review out. I probably want to get that out probably tomorrow. I just wanted to discuss more of the spoilers right away with that movie because I thought it was so interesting what they're doing. But we do have a Bone Temple theory video coming out as well on Wednesday, so very excited to keep talking more horror with you. We are ending July pretty well. We're starting July, but we're ending June. We still got a couple of movies coming out as well, like Megan 2.0. There's also F1, and next week is Jurassic World Rebirth. So it's a pretty great blockbuster time right now, and I'm super excited. 2025 for me has been so great for movies. I don't know about you, but I really have been loving everything so far. But let me know what you think about Weapons. The movie does release August 8th, so we're about a month out from that movie being released, and cannot wait to discuss more of this movie and see exactly what Zach Cregger has cooked up for us. Barbarian was amazing and just truly a ride, and I cannot wait to see what Weapons will be once it is released. But comment below your thoughts and opinions on this latest teaser and trailer, or are you just already like, okay, no more, don't show us no more imagery. I was kind of surprised they showed us the Benedict Wong imagery here, because you don't expect much to happen there. In the first trailer, if you go frame by frame, you do see that. I will tell you that. But I think if you're just casually watching that trailer, you would have gone without knowing that Benedict Wong has sort of a turn. But, you know, it's the story. We don't know the story. We'll see what happens with it. And I cannot wait. August 8th, we will be watching and talking about this movie, so stay tuned. But as always, keep it here for all things you love in horror movies and all that. And I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.